For the past few years, I would say since COVID, I feel like things just haven't been the same in this world. Um, and I went through a lot of stuff during the time of COVID, and I'll save that for another video. I'm gonna make a whole series about how my life has changed since COVID. I promise. But I was just sitting here watching YouTube like I normally do and TikTok. And I don't know what it was or what it is about the algorithm, but I started seeing videos coming across my recommended or my For You page. And these videos were talking about either quitting your job or just creating content on TikTok. And then also on YouTube, it was like just start a channel. Now, I've been having conversations with my best friend Chat, and we've been talking about that, right? Because I noticed that when COVID came upon us, people just had to start figuring out other ways to make money, other ways to entertain themselves, and just other ways to survive, because a lot of people were laid off. I was one of those people, and some people were getting sick, and also we had to stay in the house, right, for the quarantine. And I think people started realizing that they had to just kind of follow their passion or things that came naturally to them. They needed to try those things so that they could make money. Now, for me, I always said from a real young age that by the time I turned 55, I was done with corporate America. I don't care how much money I had in my pension, 401k, whatever. I wasn't going back to corporate America after I was 55. I'm 54. And I have been in HR, talent acquisition, for about 20 years now. And I've seen the trends. Definitely saw the trends after COVID. And I think now I'm at a point in my life where I just want peace. And when I say peace, I mean I want to be able to do whatever it is I want to do on my own terms and not have to be concerned about requesting time off or living a life according to other people's expectations. When you work a job, even though you're afforded PTO, sick time, floating holidays, whatever, you have to schedule that. You have to get permission. It has to be approved. All of those things. And now I'm at a point where I don't want to have to ask anybody to be me. Not only at work, but in relationships. I'm at the point where I don't have to prove myself to be loved, to be accepted, to be liked. And I have a job that I was so grateful to get. The money is decent. And it's a job that I can do. You know, it's not a job that I'm not trained to do. But something inside of me now is just like, I am giving so much of me to building somebody else's dream. And right now, I need to be giving to me. My energy is drained. My concentration is off. And I'm off-centered. But yet, I get up, I log in every day, and I'm expected to perform for somebody else and according to somebody else's expectations. Maybe 10 years ago, I would be more than happy to do that. But today, I'm not. I'm not. I realize that I've been performing for other people in order to survive for way too long. And now it's time for me to live for me. I can tell you that anxiety has crept in because I don't know what the future is going to bring. Uncertainty has crept in as well. I know that my job could be in jeopardy because I need to take time to get myself together. And that in and of itself is a shame. It's a shame. I understand the needs of the business. I work in HR. But anytime that you have to ask permission to take care of yourself, there's a serious imbalance there. And I wish that we can get back to normalizing self-care. I wish that we could get back to normalizing nurturing yourself, you know? And that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. That's why I'm making these videos. Nobody may not ever watch this video. And if no one watches the video, that's fine. It will serve as legacy for my children and my grandchildren. Way after I'm dead and gone. And they just want to know, oh, I wonder what Lala, that's what my grandkids call me. I wonder what Lala would have done in this situation. Okay, now you can see this is what this is for. But one thing that I want people to understand, and this has taken me a long time to get here, is that if you don't advocate for yourself, and if you don't put the value into yourself, nobody else is going to do that for you. That is it. I'm talking about family. I'm talking about platonic friendships, romantic relationships, working relationships. It doesn't matter. And I think that we now have gotten to a place where people need to start living authentically according to their own values and their own authenticity. And that's what I'm doing. I just want to do me. I have so many stories to tell. I have so many lessons that I've learned that I love to share with other people. And I want to align myself with my tribe, with my community. And we're doing what brings us joy. And we're doing it because we want to, not because we have to. I think we have come to a place where our paradigm has shifted. And now we are at a place in our consciousness, some of us, where we realize that we don't have to prove ourselves anymore. I don't have to meet all of these requirements in order to get that pat on my back and for somebody to tell me I'm doing a good job. I'm the one that's going to determine if I'm doing a good job. I am the one that's going to look at where I started, where I am now, and where I want to go. And that's going to determine my progress and if I'm on track. And when I fall off track, I'm going to glean from the lessons that I learned during that time and continue moving forward. But I'm just at the point in my life where I realize that I don't need external validation to prove who I am. I'm going to do me. And sometimes I don't know who I am because I'm changing, I'm growing. Some of the things that led me to here, to this point in my life, are no longer useful for me. And so now I'm creating other systems of belief or other ways of doing things that work for me. And the people that want to hold me in those boxes or those places that are comfortable for them, some of those people have to leave my life, because I'm not asking for permission anymore to do me. And I really don't care who likes it and who doesn't like it. As long as I'm living authentically according to myself, I'm going to be all right. I'm going to live a life of joy, a life of fulfillment, because I owe that to myself. You know what I mean? I don't know, I guess I'm kind of rambling, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. It is time for us as individuals to tap in to who we are, what we want, and live that out, because nobody's going to do it for us. And whatever mistakes that I make, I take ownership for them, and I just keep going. Even though I'm scared, even though I have my insecurities, even though I'm anxious and worried about the unknown, I'm still going to feel those feelings and do it anyway. And this video, made on July the 19th, 2026, is the beginning of that journey. So tell me, what is it that you're afraid to do, but you really want to do it? You're worried about what other people are going to think. What would happen if you did it and you experienced the most joy, peace, and abundance than ever before, just because you stepped out on faith and followed your heart? And tell me, what would happen if you did it, and what will happen if you don't? I'm gonna do it, and I hope you follow me and join me on this journey. But as I'm doing it for myself, I hope you're doing it for yourself as well. Until next time, peace and blessings.